The top stories. Police constable remanded on murder charge. Family and friends say farewell to Adrianna Sobers. West Indies looking ahead to the second test match against England. Welcome to the Monday edition of Nation News on April 20th, 2015. I am Janelle Ward.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
Constable Everton Gibbons was remanded to Dodds until May 18th after he appeared in court today charged with the murder of Selwyn Knight. But this happened nearly 2 hours after Mr. Gibbons' legal team of Angela Mitchell-Gittins and Desmond Sands appealed to the High Court for bail. That application was denied by Justice Alston Alleyne. Mr. Gittins has also been charged with reckless engaging in conduct that put Junior Knight in danger of death or serious bodily harm and wounding Junior Knight with intent to maim, disfigure, or disable. Several Barbadians, including Mr. Knight's widow, Marlene, and other members of the family, waited patiently in the courtyard for Mr. Gittins to appear. They have been demanding justice for their loved ones.
I want justice because my husband was a hard-working man and he's the one that support the family. I know that he got it very hard and I want justice.
Meanwhile, the family's attorney, Andrew Pilgrim, said he was concerned about the message being sent by the delay in charging Mr. Gittins. The Royal Barbados Police Force also issued a statement indicating they were not prepared to sacrifice accuracy and completeness for speed in this case. Acting Assistant Commissioner Mark Thompson said despite this, they were able to complete the investigation into the case against Constable Everton Gibbons well within the 30 days allocated. Mr. Thompson said there were calls for justice. It was also important to protect the rights of the accused, especially in a small jurisdiction. An education exchange program is in the works between Barbados and China. A UE campus will be built in China, while Suzhou Industrial Software Technology Institute will be constructed at Cave Hill. Fresh from a week-long trip to China, Principal Sir Hilary Beckles made the disclosure on Monday at the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Confucius Institute at Cave Hill. That should be completed in the next 2 months. Sir Hilary expects the technological institutes to be replicated in other Caribbean islands. Hundreds packed the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church and spilled into the churchyard today to say farewell to Adrianna Sobers this afternoon. Sobers left her loved ones all too soon on Good Friday afternoon in a horrific motorcycle and bus accident on Black Rock Main Road. Father Clement Paul assured mourners that she too will have an Easter and rise in glory. Paul took the opportunity to encourage the youngsters in the congregation to take a lesson from Sobers' passing and not to mess with their own lives, saying that it could just as easily have been them being celebrated. 3,510 students will write this year's Barbados Secondary Schools Entrance Examination or Common Entrance Exam on May 5th. According to the Ministry of Education, this figure comprises of 1,765 males and 1,745 females. This year, 10 students have been granted permission to write the examination at an early age. The island's secondary schools will be closed on that day. The new-look Reggae Village has been deemed a success by organizer Al Gilks. Gilks said that they did not know what to expect when they moved reggae on the beach to Pierhead Lane in Bridgetown, but all reports indicated people were pleased with the venue.
People were very happy. All three the performers, the Jamaican performers, the Barbadian performers lived up to expectation. They were right on point. I don't think that we could have asked for a better representation of Barbadian reggae culture or whatever you want to call it, than we had this evening from the list of Barbadian performers who were on stage. They're all represented.
More than 24 women spent the weekend learning about the theme Living Well. The retreat was organized by image consultant Patrice da Costa, who brought the women from across the Caribbean. The women benefited from a number of sessions on motivation, skin, beauty care, and nutrition, among other topics. In sport, West Indies are looking ahead to the start of the second Test match against England in Grenada. Captain Dinesh Ramdin praised the young players like Jerome Blackwood and Justin Holder, but said the older players were yet to fire.
Young Jerome Blackwood, first innings, a fantastic 100, and Justin Holder, a young player as well, not much Test matches behind his name, and he stood up and he batted with a lot of maturity at the end there with young Ruchi. Young guys who really want to do well for themselves and the team, so they went out there and expressed themselves. Having said that, the senior players haven't gotten any big runs as yet, and I'm looking forward to those guys getting runs, and you'll see a big difference in the totals that we score in this match coming here. I'm sure they're eager to get off and go out there. You know, the stats are there, but the guys to carry on from century to 150s and stuff like that. As you said before, just nine of the 10 players there have Test centuries. There's only young Bishu and Kima Roach, and I believe they have the capability to bat and score hundreds as well.
The second Test match starts on Tuesday. Americans Eric Lagerstorm and Aaron Doland won the Barbados leg of the Pan American International Sprint Triathlon on Sunday at the Spring Garden Circuit. Lagerstorm completed the event in 56 minutes 32 seconds, while Dolan's time was roughly 63 minutes. Barbadians Matthew Wright and Jason Wilson, the 2013 winner, were 4th and 8th respectively. UWE Blackbirds are celebrating a knockout crown after dethroning Pine Hill St. Barnabas in netball over the weekend. Blackbirds defeated St. Barnabas 31-24 to claim the title and end a 3-year wait. Spooners Hill won the intermediate 1 knockout, defeating St. Barnabas. And finally, a handcuffed man who stole a police car in Alabama has been arrested again. Police responded to a call of a burglary in progress and arrested the suspect. He was handcuffed with his hands behind his back and placed in the back of a police car. Somehow, he managed to get his hands in front of him and drove the police car about a mile before ditching the vehicle. He was arrested later in the day, still wearing the handcuffs. And that's the Nation News for Monday. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Tuesday or subscribe to our e-newspaper. Thank you so much for joining us.